Good morning. Welcome to my day. Welcome to my video. You guys know I love saying that for my granddaughter. But I did want to talk about what you could be doing over the holidays while you're, hanging out with your family to work on your marketing and branding, because it is fourth quarter and it's coming down to the end, and it's Christmas time is coming. Like officially after tomorrow, everybody's in strict holiday mode. And so with that being said, holiday mode, how are you going to make money during that time? And actually, how are you going to plan your stuff for next year? So I'm just going to talk about some creative ways to work on your marketing and branding and enjoy your family and enjoy holidays, but also come out of it thinking, okay, now I really kind of got a feeling of what I want to do for next year for my business. And this is for all entrepreneurs. This is not just realtors, but I will continue this specifically for realtors on my Breakfast and Branding for Realtors closed group. So if you're a realtor, jump over there and we'll go into some details for you. So here's what typically happens. I don't know about you guys, but this is what happens for me for the holidays. You get to your family's house and everybody's there. It's chaos. I have 2 granddaughters, so they'll be crawling all over me, and my sister, and everybody's there talking. But you have those times where you're just sitting and everybody's watching football and eating, and you're just chilling basically, which is what you should be doing over the holidays. But what can you do to start thinking about your next year? Because before you can plan it, you actually have to think about it and start having a conception of like, what does that look like? And so when you're sitting down chilling, when everybody's watching football, you got this little device that has all the research you can think of to actually plan some of the things for next year. So here's some ideas. And here's something to think about when it comes to plan your marketing and branding. And these are things that you probably do not even think about when you think about like, who am I going to be? What am I going to do for next year for my branding? But what are you going to dress like next year? Are you going to be a casual person? Are you going to step it up a little bit? Are you going to be dressier? Are you going to wear flashier ties? Are you going to be the guy who wears the cool socks? That's actually a thing in branding. Having your own signature thing, whether it's crazy ties or signature socks and a different hairstyle, a different cut. Like, these are things that you could be looking at on Pinterest. You can be researching, Google looks for 2019, like winter or spring looks for 2019, so you can see what's trending. Because people, I'm not going to say judge you, but we are all, we perceive people based on what we get from the first impression. Unfortunately, it's not that we're trying to be that way. We're just human beings and we're reacting to what we see. And when you show up on the scene, we scan you to see a couple things. How do you take care of yourself? Because if you take care of yourself, I got to take care of you. If you invest in yourself, that means I know I got to invest in you. If you have expensive things, not saying they have to be expensive. You can go to thrift stores. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to spend on name brand things. But the way you look also relates to how people feel like they have to pay or spend time or talk to you in business. I know it sounds materialistic, and it also sounds like shallow, but we're human beings, and there's a reason why there's psychology, because we all react to things the same way, basically. So I just say all that to say, think about what you want to say to people without talking when you walk in the room. For me, yes, Nicole says you better show up or show out. And for realtors, like I said, I'm going to go over to Breakfast and Branding for Realtors after this, because you guys have this fine line of how to dress and how to carry yourself where your clients don't feel like you're overly dressed for them, but you're dressed up enough to know what you're talking about. It is a psychology in the way you dress. And so, like, for me personally, a couple things I've thought about is, I really love fashion. Like, I love like cool, unique things, but over the years, I have like kind of dulled myself down to make other people feel comfortable. I'll be honest. And to be honest with you, a lot of people do this. A lot of people could be like so fly and so gorgeous, but we dull ourselves down so that other people are comfortable, because we know And we all do not like or appreciate haters. But here's the thing. If you're going to be, hey, Sabrina, if you're, oh, hey, Tony, if you're going to be great, you're going to have haters. That's the equation. That's part of it. And if you don't have them, something's wrong. So you just have to work on that. But so for me, like I was saying, I recently put a picture out of some makeup, new makeup I'm going to choose for 2019 because one, I'm not a person that takes the best care of myself. I'm blessed, thank God, that I have great skin because I'm not a person who puts all this stuff on and moisturizer and listen, I'm not that person. And I really need to get better at that. Oh, my daughter's watching. Hey, Kirsten. So I decided to, actually, somebody came to me and said, hey, here's a regimen you could do for start taking care of your face. And here's some better makeup because the makeup you're wearing is nice, but let's brighten it up a little bit so that when you walk in a room, it pops. And when he did it, I was like, wow, I didn't even know that I could do that. And so what? Good morning, Brenda. So what I did was I'm going to change my makeup for 2019. I already got the makeup. It's ready, but I'm not going to start wearing it until 2019. That was a choice. Secondly, I'm looking for boutiques online that I can find unique pieces because when I walk in a room, I just wanted people to know I'm unique. I am a little flashy, eccentric, a little crazy, very creative, and loving. So this is, and no nonsense too when it comes to business. So this is what I want people to know, but based on what I dress. Also that I invest in myself. So that's like a small piece of things you can do while you're chilling on the couch while everybody's watching football or after you ate a full plate of food and you're half asleep. You could go through Pinterest. Like I said, Google fashion for 2019. This is a big piece that some people don't think about because, you know, you think you're so busy. Well, you are busy. And you run out of the house to be comfortable because you had to found something to wear to go. The truth is, you should be very on purpose about what you're wearing if you sell anything. I don't care what it is, or you represent anything, or you do anything like that because, again, when you're with your colleagues, they judge, and your customers and your clients. The next thing, HVAC distributors. That's a good question, Percy, and maybe we'll talk offline. So here's another thing, and I'm just sharing, guys, my journey and my colleagues' journey. CRM systems. What are you doing to control your client base? What are you doing for all the people you know? Do you have an email system? Listen, for me, I don't, honestly. I know so many people. I should be emailing branding tips every month. I should be doing videos, sending them to you guys all the time because I have so much information in my head and it comes out naturally. But I don't. So next year I'm committing to communication. Now I got to figure out which system do I want to use? How do I want to use it? So now I can sit back in that chair after I ate all this turkey and Google CRM systems and the best ones to use. You can listen to YouTube, you can listen to reviews. You don't have to do any work. Your job over the holidays is really to just research while you're chilling. People are crawling all over you, people talking nonsense in your ear, people drinking, crazy cousin over here. Okay, that's good, but you could be doing some actual work while you're relaxed, and you can be creative with who you want to be next year or how you want to do things. So CRM and email system is huge if you sell anything or if you have a client base. If you're not doing it, you're probably missing 50% of your money, if not more. So I'm committing to that. I'm just sharing the things I'm committing to. The other thing I'm committing to is working out. Oh, Lord. Listen, guys, if you had to do anything that causes stress and you are over the age of 30, you really want to take that off. And the way you can take that off and be more creative and also think clearly is by working out. And it does not mean you have to go and be a bodybuilder or anything. I recently, over the last couple of weeks, have like cut back on the carbs, but the last couple of days, my sweetie was out of town, so I was like doing my thing, focused. Then he comes back and now we're eating, and you know how that is, guys. But now we're both back focused on fitness, and like when I took out the carbs, like my brain worked better. I had less emotion about all these things. And so for me, I'm like, if I want to do big business, I need to be clearer and I need to be stronger. and I need to not have stress take over my body, because let's face it, guys, stress equals chemicals in your body. If you have chemicals in your body, you can't make the best decisions, or you're not always the best person because it makes you angry or it shuts you down. And realtors, we will talk more in Breakfast and Branding about stress, because I have a lot of friends who are realtors, and that is a stressful ass business. I'm not kidding. Like, yes, Jackie, you are the leader in working out. But yes, I realized it over the last 2 weeks, first of all, and also you look great in your clothes. When you show up in 2019 with your new fashion, however you're going to commit to your hairstyle, and I know, guys, you don't like my whole speech about keeping the same hairstyle, but if you want to be known for who you are, you should keep your same hairstyle. I was in Publix the other day buying some food, and one of my friends that I talk to all the time at Starbucks, he came to me and was like, I know that hair anywhere, from behind. And it's happened so many times at events. People come to me from behind and go, hey, Shauna, I meant to ask you a question about business. I make money off of keeping the same hairstyle. I don't need to be creative and put all these different styles in my hair, because I'm trying to make money and look good and represent my brand. And I just suggest that for other people. And I'm not saying you have to, but it is a suggestion. This is going to be a little bit of a long one, but it can be so helpful for you guys if you can watch it all the way through. Social media. All right, everybody's like, what do I do? How do I do it? What do I post? When do I post? So, again, we're going back to the scene. Turkey Day, tired, chilling. Go Google or research some of the top people who do what you do, and just watch them. You're not doing any work. Your brain is free. You might have had a couple drinks. You can just go on Google or Instagram or Pinterest and Google people who are doing what you're doing, who have the followers and engagement that you want. This is research, because you can't move forward unless you actually see it being done. So this is a great time, no matter what you do. The HVAC guy who was on here asking me, go look up HVAC people, and you can see people who are doing well in the industry and just follow them. It's not easy though. I'm saying follow them, but it doesn't mean that it's an easy thing to do. But it is time to make a commitment on what social media platforms you want to work on, and how you're going to work on them. How many hours a week? How many hours a day? And I got some bad news, guys, for people who really want to brand themselves. Like, seriously brand yourself. This is for the side. This is a side note. I watch YouTube videos all day, every day. While I'm cooking, I set up my phone to watch YouTube videos. I watch and research 24/7 about marketing, because it changes every quarter. The trends change every year, every quarter. It's, for me, I always have to be on top of it, because that's my craft. But in order to be a super branded person, a really good branded person, you need to put out 7 to 10 pieces of content a day. Let's say that again. 7 to 10 pieces of content a day. That doesn't mean the same content you put it on all your social media profile. That means you need a video, a meme, this or that, like 7 pieces or 10 a day. Now, how would you do that? Now, listen, I'm just saying, for people who are ready to take their brand to the next level next year, this is what it takes. Unfortunately, the brand superstars have, yes, Nicole, 10. If you wanted to brand. Now, if you're just trying to keep yourself relevant, keep yourself, out there, and you're out there networking, fine. But I'm talking about, you want to take it up a notch and really be one of the #1 people in your industry. 7 to 10 pieces of content. And you have a phone, and these phones right now are like amazing. My friend Ingrid, who was on this, she just got the Note 9, and oh my God, that thing takes the best video, the best pictures, so much creativity, slow-mo. If you're looking for a new phone for 2019, I definitely suggest the Note 9, because the phone is easy to use, the pictures are amazing. So that's my little tidbit for if you need to get content. You could hey, it's a price to pay to be great. It's not easy. You don't just walk in the door and be like, I'm great. No, you got to do the work, unfortunately. The 2 more things, and then I'm going to leave you guys so you can go get ready for Thanksgiving and cook and all those things. YouTube videos. Again, put your headphones in, turn your phone on. You're still in the same place. You just ate the turkey. Everybody's running around the house. Watch YouTube videos on things that you find relevant, like how to focus better, how to plan your day, how to time block, how to be more productive, how to balance your life with family. All the things that you know you have issues with, or you have challenges, or you want to be a superstar in, go to YouTube. Like, this is work. I'm giving you guys work, but this is work to make you great in branding and marketing, which also brings business. And Percy says we get likes on Facebook doesn't lead to sales. No, because there's a whole thing that goes with the like piece. Like is not the only thing you have to do. You do have to engage, and your information has to be something to pull them in. But that's a whole nother ball of wax. So YouTube videos. I watch at least 5 YouTube videos a day, minimum. And 4 of them are marketing. And I follow like a Gary Vee, Oprah Winfrey, Seth Godin, so many people, TD Jakes. Sometimes if you're feeling low, don't just sit there when your deal falls apart and you had like $15,000 commission and that thing went out the window. You need to get on your YouTube video. Don't let that energy soak in. Start learning a pattern of, okay, when I get this way, this is who I listen to. Affirmations in the morning are great. If you are in sales, turn that YouTube video on. Find one that you really like for affirmations in the morning. Listen to it every day. Make that part of your routine. Lastly, and I'm out, is all these things I've mentioned that you're like hanging out, doing all this thing, drinking your champagne or your wine or your eggnog or cajito. Hey, Lavonda. Is be sure to get a little cute notebook, or men, get you like a composition notebook, whatever you feel needs to fit in what you do. Just keep it with you over the holidays. This is just your marketing and branding plan. So as you're sitting there, what's going to happen as you start researching and watching things, ideas are going to start coming. But you don't want the ideas to come and like float off into the world, and then you get back to work and you can't remember a damn thing that you thought about. So what you want to do, take your little notebook and jot down. It's freehand. It's free flowing. There's no, you could be precise and have a plan, like, here's what I'm going to do for social media. Here's how I'm going to dress. Here's the type of brand names I want to wear. Here's where I'll go. I'll go to Ross every month on Monday and buy 10 outfits. You know, whatever it is you're going to do, more thrifting. I know some people who kill it and they thrift. Like, they dress better than like everybody in the room. So do not sleep on thrifting at all. But make sure you have the notebook to jog down or to write down when the creativity hits. Because something happens when you're in a place of love. You're surrounded by your family, which is like the best feeling because you're home, right? You're all the stress goes away and you're just at peace. Hey, Kelvin, and you can, the creativity flows better. You're more yourself and you're able to commit to things better when you're in that place, and you can just write it down, and then you can go back when you get back to the heat of business, and now you can see the things you committed and start putting it in plan. January 1st, 2019 is the day you want to launch and really say to yourself, here's what I want to do. Because if you do this work, I know everybody didn't have a chance to plan and be strategic and do all these things because, you know, you're balancing work, new business, old business, trying to make money, go over holidays. It's tough on the fourth quarter, I'll be honest. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because it's been tough for me. So here's some of my strategy, what I'm doing to come out better in 2019. And this is all I ever want to do on Facebook Live, is just share reality of what I do. Hopefully it helps you guys. If you take one thing from here and it helps change something for you, then my job is done. You guys enjoy your turkey day. Get lots of hugs and feel guilty the next day. But I really wish you guys happy holidays, and thanks for joining.